your host, U-Haul. Just her at the truck stop. And yeah, not a whole hell of a lot going on here. Uh, Coming to you from the weekend, what have you. So I'm just gonna put it on like that. Whoops. See whether or not I could see your comments, but if not, that's cool. So I told you, Josh, I was gonna go on live soon. So I wanted to make good on my promise. So Hura is. So I'm just a little south of OKC, otherwise known as Oklahoma City. So there's my delivery, not for another. Well, I'll be on with you for an hour. So just as I promised there, Josh, up against there. So, ooh, 4 people already. So let me see. Sin O, want to thank you for keeping up with me in Branson. As we was driving back with Mona in her ride, where she did drop the S-bomb. But thank you for staying up with me. I don't know how I would have done it without you. I got up, although I didn't have to. I thought we all had to get up 6 a.m. post non-red trickle day, and but instead I just helped out with Soup Mama. I don't have my microphone, so I'm gonna replay this and her how I sound because any other time, or I've noticed anytime I put on a mic or anything, it sounds so the sounders really suck. So that's at least what Chariot was told me. So just over her, it's not even it's a casino. I guess I could kind of show you. I know I've doxed myself where at is, but thank you for checking in there. Oh no, wait, hold on. Why is yeah, there I go. And I keep showing you the ground. Some odd reason. I'm not going in, of course. No, not going in. It's a small ass casino. I'm not stepping foot in there. Show you. Show you the list promise. 4 people in from the get go. How about that? How about that? 2001. This is just the kind of there's actual truck parking her. I mean, if casinos wanted to get back on the feet, you would think it would just. Can I see comments about? Oh, I could do does that too. Over 200 subs now. Who said that? Was that? Is that Houston? Oh, yeah, 200 subs. But all right. Oh, got an audience of sex people. Why can't I see that? Oh, okay, 200 subs now. I just blew up my screen so I could see it. I did the first half of the 200 was Glory Be Overnight for me to get onto Prism. That's just for me to just get a lot because you can't does it on Prism. Actually, I don't know whether or not I could try this with my shorts channel, which that'd be weird. I mean, I haven't tried it. Maybe I could give it a go, see whether or not I could get away with it. Yeah, there's a casino offer. It's just to kind of show you where that is. I don't know if that's myself. It can't be another entrance. Express. This is a gas station. This is a gas station. This can't be a gas station. Where's the fuel? Oh wait, maybe there is. Hold on, I'll go over there in just a second. I'm in the sun, so it's kind of hard for me to. All right, so this is just. What's it? Is it Choctaw? Oh, I don't know what CTS stands for. CTS stands for something. CTS stands for something. I forget, but this looks to be. Hold on, I'm not going to hold the camera. Hopefully they can't see me through. Casino. Wait a second. Express. I don't know what the Express is. Hey. Express. Hey. How you doing, sir? Hey. Yeah. I wonder if that is just the mini. I'll just go over there a second to see whether or not there's any fuel, what have you. Is that for cigarettes? You can park your cigarettes in there. All right. What is this for her? So this is like the first time I'm actually not wearing any audio equipment. Usually I have my earbuds, whether or not that's just the buds, whatever. U-Haul Live. Oh, cool. You're restreaming me. Awesome. I hope you does restream me there, Josh. So live with Joshua. Oops, I could do this. The Great Seal of the Chickasaw Nation, and they have their own governor. Huh. Okay. They have their own phone number, website. I'm not going to open the door, nothing. Yeah. Freedom Joffrey. All right, online. So cool. Welcome. Well, I don't know if Joffrey's. I hope Joffrey's restreamed my ass. But yeah, this is just. I should have passed this out over the weekend. What have you? All right. I don't see much. I don't know what's going on in there. Put that back. So I don't know. It doesn't show any fuel prices though. So I don't know how this is in the Express. We're hiring. Let's see if you could see that. Jetstream Casino, CTS Express. I have no idea what CTS is. Chuck. Maybe that's the tribe name. All right, let's see what you guys. Audio isn't too bad. Oh, that means I might be still hard to hear, but see, this is the first time I'm actually not using any audio equipment. Well, yeah, this is just straight up from my phone. So now hiring. Chickasaw. All right, so CTS what Chickasaw. I have no idea what TS stands for, but anywho, yeah, I might walk it to the other side. But anyway, live with Joshua. I hope he's restreaming me. It might be his first time restreaming. I know when it comes to, he was live on earlier. I wasn't able to make it. I was driving. So I know usually on his lives he has on screen restreaming, not allowed. There's no restream without permission. To me, yeah, you have my permission. You have my permission. So yeah, I don't encourage it. I insist. So let's see what else is over here, if anything else. It's a little tour of the little casino truck stop up there, I guess. All right. So doesn't look to be a whole hell of a lot. What is this? An electronic charging station. The gas pump's back here. There's nothing. I don't know about stepping over there. I don't know if, unless that's additional casino parking. Let's see. I don't want to step over there. I have no idea what that's about. Is that a casino? They got recyclables over here. Cool. That's cool. If I should go over there to check it out. Check it out. Okay. Hey everyone. Live with Joshua. No, I saw the U-Haul live. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, you could restream me. You could play me while being on live. Yeah, so live with Joshua's checked in. All right. So I remember I showed you this previous time. I hope you like that. It's not too often I actually have enough free time to waste time and money and gas to go tour of a place I don't live, but it's, I mean, I tried living in a city once, but yeah, that was in the words of Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk You Up. So that was Uptown. Right. Hopefully no one. Is there charging stations? Charging stations. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Shit, hopefully no one. I have no idea what this place will be about. Welcome on in, Josh. Yeah. EV. This is EV. EV charging only. So, Francis EV charging. They have a screen. So that looks like a credit card taker. Under maintenance. Oh, look at that. Error code. Oh, that sucks. That's what happens when you have North Korea hackers or China. Anyway, those, I'm not going to touch those. You saw that from last time. Trying to see. Sandy M, welcome in. Freedom Joffrey's with Wyckoff. Oh, cool. To like the stream. Thank you. So thank you, Sandy M, for checking in. Second stream in a row. Let's see if. All right. So this one does work. Plug in charge. Now, here's my question. What happens when the price of charging a car is more than gas? Then what? See, we're only left with one option of how to fuel a car, and that's through clean coal or nuclear power. Or yeah, I'm trying to think how well it's because solar powered. These aren't solar powered. I don't even know how these things are powered, but okay. Charge down. That one's a smaller apparatus. A lot of pipes. Wouldn't surprise me if this is diesel powered. If I were to go underneath there. Hmm. All right. Well, moving along. So they get recyclables. You know, Target talks environmentally sensitive or what have. Whoops. She wants. They're not homeless. So let's see. Recycle. So they recycle. I guess I'm on the reservation. There's a reservation. 80% of the state is the res. So let me see here what they recycle. See, this is what it means to be environmentally sustainable or eco-conscious or whatever they call it. So I like places that recycle. I like places that recycle. Let's see what they got. Recycle. Does it show what they recycle? Here's the docks. Seal of the Chickasaw Nation. Yeah, we must be on the reservation. And they recycle. I wonder what items. Cardboard boxes only. All right, looks to be locked. Protecting our environment for future generations. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's. It was also out of order. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. That one, just the screen was just off. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So, oops, there's someone there. So how did that go out? Phone down. Yeah, is there? So actually walking across, there is now. Love's Travel Center is based out of OKC, otherwise known as Oklahoma City. So there's a lot of them out here. Not many of them are truck designed. They're gas stations with truck spots or truck parking, if that makes any kind of sense. It's weird. So a lot of casino presence out here on the res. I don't know whether or not that's form of reparations or what, but it's be it as it may. I don't know if there's all that much. If I walk across the highway, might as well walk across the highway. Hopefully, don't hit that homeless person. Yeah. So, Josh, as I was saying, yeah, I missed out on your live. I wish I could have. I mean, trying to watch it while driving, it's a bit risky. I could try it, but glad to see you back on today. I can't remember the last time I caught you live or found you live, but good. At least YouTube didn't unsubscribe me from your channel like they had before the bums. Um, but wonder if Wyckoff is on live. But if not, then Freedom Joffrey's on live too. So we're coinciding. We are coinciding. So what is it? It's going on at the same time. We're hiring. I have no idea what that bus is. Is that the casino bus? Chuck Gate. I don't know if you can see that or not. Whoops. Jetstream, CTS Express, we're hiring. Covering the rocket. It was just my restreaming Wyckoff. Hi, you're restreaming us. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Trish. Complicated these days. Yeah, it is. Okay, my comments. Oops. Need to see what your comments are these days. Why is the comment? There's a comments section weird. Oops. What is it? Oh darn. What is that? So I'm just looking at the rest of your comments here. Okay. Oh no, wait, that's not the tab I wanted. Anyway. Okay. So just all right, back to this. Yeah, I thought that Freedom Joffrey was going to cover the other launch, and that's a 2024 launch of 45's campaign. Yeah. Oops, sorry about the wind back there. I'm gonna do my best. I'm just gonna cross the overpass. I'm just gonna cross it, be it as it may. All right. I don't know what you're told growing up. Do you walk towards traffic or with it? I don't know. I'm walking against it. So I know some college campuses or camp by, they'll ticket you for either biking or walk. That's so stupid. That's social engineering. So uh, do. Trump Margo Largo. Yeah, I know. So I thought he was staying for Margo Largo for the Trump speech and then go on Rumble, but my prediction's wrong, I guess, because yeah, it was horrible news last night. My regards to Arizona Wendy. I think she's working on delegitimizing 2020 as it ought to be. The other part is too is delegitimizing last night. Give you an example. In 2018 in Georgia, the Secretary of State at the time, Brian Kemp, yeah, that's right, was running for governor. I said, you're not going to lose a state where you're counting the votes. He doesn't even need Dominion. He's got it himself. Another reason why I think Trump lost Ohio in 2016 in the primary, because he was going up against John Kasich. I said, he's the governor. I said, a governor's not going to lose his own state. So that's what happened. And of course, it was a rematch. Last week, it was Brian Kemp versus challenger against Stacey Abrams. Same result. I think she did worse this time around. So her better shot was back in 2018 during I don't know if you want to call that night a blue wave. So, yeah. So that was I was watching a little bit of election coverage yesterday. It was just awful. It was an awful night for Arizonans. It's a beautiful state. Reminds me of back home in Texas because Phoenix is a newer city. I should say it's a city that's grown recently. That's why a lot of infrastructure looks all new. So, oops, are there cows over there? There's some cows over there. We're just crossing. Don't mind this. You're going to hear a lot of noise because I'm going to be crossing the overpass. So, oh, no shoulder here? Damn. All right. Good thing I am walking towards traffic. Sweet Jesus. All right. It's going to be. All right. There's no shoulder. Damn. All right. I'm going to have to walk very carefully. We're going to walk towards the Love's, not the Shack, B-52s, but Love's Travel Center. That's a cool song. Yeah. Oops. Prius. Yeah. You're going to hear a lot of noise. That's the Interstate 35. And we're not too far from where I'm going to next, and that's Oklahoma City. So, but we're still south of Norman, which I believe is OU. It's OU, right? Boomer Sooner. I'm still south of there. See? A lot of. Yeah. This is what I have to walk on. This is my shoulder. My shoulder's all this gravel. This wet gravel. Yeah. I'll check the chat in just a sec. I have to focus on walking first, and then I'll check back with the chat. Check back with the chat. All right, just a second. There's some wet ass gravel. Wet gravel. All right. Little chillier outside than usual, but that's all right. This is global warming. At work, he said I was watching the Woke Weather Channel, and they said at the lower 48, it's a lot colder than usual. I said there's global warming. That's what that is. Global warming. The weather change, whatever you want to call it. Global change, weather warming. I don't know what the hell you call it. All right. As soon as I cross this intersection, I'll check back with the chat. Back with the chat. Who's he up to? So usually most of these Loves have a Hardee's. This has a Booger King. So, yeah. Booger King. I don't know why. See right across. No. All right. Let me get some Loves here for a second. I'll check with the chat. Just a second. I'm still walking. No shoulder. Yeah, they got somewhat of a line, but it's arbitrary. It's hard to see it. Not a whole hell of a lot out here. What is that? Cannabis? Looks like a cannabis. Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah. 518 for diesel. See, I'm not looking at regular. I'm looking at diesel 518. Okay. Anything 5 over is expensive. Now I heard in Uncle Festerland, the one where the where the demon rat swept with both Shapiro or whatever the dude's name is, and Uncle Festerman, Andre the Giant. Diesel out there is 640 a gallon. I'm not going to no Uncle Festerman no more. Yeah, I can't afford to go to the Keystone State no more. I'm pretty much done. The furthest east and the furthest north I'll go is maybe Ohio. Yeah, I mean, I do want to stop by back in Maryland to see Tara again, and maybe we'll hang out one of these times, Josh. If well, hell, if you just happen to be in Charlottesville and I have something on 64 that I'm passing through, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I have to get closer for you to see the price. I'll get closer. I'll get closer. Yeah. So I don't know when this cold spell is going to end a little bit. Yes, Oklahoma does get winter. It does get into the 20s, January, February, whatever. So it does get cold here, but it's not subpolar Arctic like Wisco or Minnesota. All right, let me show you. See, there's Booger King. See, there's Booger King. I don't know if you can see that or not. The digital, it's 518. I know, and maybe it's hard to see the digital billboard. 518 and 322 for the rest of you guys. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Stopped at a Love's with an RVs. Yeah, we got the meat. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. This is how legends are. Okay, on the road again. Vendors are selling Trump merch today around Margo, Largo. I bought my F Biden beanie caps already. Well, I'm wearing this right now. So how do you like them gas prices, FJB? That's what I'm wearing. It's a little too cold to wear. Won't be home for another day or so. All right. So I guess I'm talking to Josh, not Bird. Live unless something comes up. You see, I want to watch your lives to see both of you. So, yeah. Let's see. Reading what else. Okay, I'm just reading what else. Okay, Andre the Giant. Yeah. All right. So back onto the journey. Okay. It's a digital billboard. You can't really see the see, because I can't believe it's almost like a $2 difference. Usually it's like a buck, but because of Biden inflation in Ukraine, of course, because now 46 has an excuse for prices, and now that there wasn't much of a red wave, I mean, usually if there were a red wave and then things went bad, it'd be like, well, is this what you voted for? So, yeah. All right. Loves safe fuel. Let me get up closer. So this is the entryway. I guess this is where trucks go. Yeah, this is where trucks go. Dog park. I won't show those people. They're walking their dog. Their dog. Save a dime on every gallon of gas. So I guess it's not diesel. With the Loves Connect app. That's if you come here a lot. Limited time offer, select stores only. Yeah, I guess. With me, though, I could if I wanted to. And believe it or not, back in Dallas, I think diesel was like 460 something. So it just filled up there. Yeah, there's a dog park over there. I'm not going to show kids on camera. No. So, yeah, this is because anytime I do even my shorts or even these videos, I always do it not suitable for kids, because if you do suitable for kids, in the comments gets disabled. Okay. Drive through. So this is just a Burger King. It's a Burger King right here. Drive through. All right. But I'm thinking of what the temperature is out here. It's a lot cooler than usual. I like to say upper 40s, lower 50s. But if you think about this type of weather in March, we'd all be wearing shorts by now. So, so I know it's a little wee bit different. All right, so this is just all parking. I don't know if there's really much else to show you. I show you, okay, but yeah, I wonder if Wyckoff and Joffrey are both just going to stream at the same time, or they? No, they have to because they're not going to be in the same place. I was watching Wyckoff yesterday, and he was driving. He saw a UFO. I said, "Whoa, UFO! You got to be kidding me!" UFO. And these trucks are going to have a ditch to park. That almost looks like an Amazon. No, that looks like a Warner. Have it your way. Looks like a renovated Burger King. RTA. All right. So this looks to be. Well, this looks to be a ditch. Yeah, I'll just make a loop around. Yeah, it's like a loop around. Hold on, I'll get back to you in a second. Whoosh. Hold on. Yeah, I can look at you. See, I remember back when before when all the dine-ins were closed. This is how I'd have to order. I'd have to walk up. Oh, look at this. Is this only available here just because of where I'm at? Texas. We're in Oklahoma though. Double Whopper. Yeah, I'll go behind the thing just to show you. Because I show you. So this is all right, Royal Crispy Chicken. Texas Double Whopper, that's the number 2. Impossible Whopper, tried to been there, done that. Bacon King. The Big Fish. You know, I wanted to ask you about this, Josh, is that you notice that Mickey D's got rid of their artisan chicken. They got rid of their egg white delight. They got rid of their salad, but their McFish is still on the menu. So when you look at this, you're like, why the fuck don't you just go to Long John Silver? Excuse my French. Big Fish? The fuck orders that? Big Fish? Bacon King Yum, yeah. If you walk through the drive-thru, yeah. They are streaming now, yeah. Royal Crispy Chicken, original crispy chicken sandwich, I guess. Italian Royal Crispy Chicken. That's interesting. 2 meals for 6. All right, I guess a lot of people would just be doing that instead. Have the mix and match instead of the dollar menu. They have the mix and match. Value your way. All right, I guess that's if that's. But if you force a minimum wage, that's going to change. Yeah. Now let's see. Get rid of the 2s on the menu. The number 2s. Big fish no tarsa S mayonnaise, please. Yeah. They should get rid of number 2s on the menus. Oh, you're talking about the 2 for meals, or that's just the menu right there. Have it your way. Here, let me show you the sign. They got a sign up here. Have it your way. Look at that. That's renovation right there. Have it your way. I guess. All right. Read your comments. I'm just going to tour. Hold on. Yes. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's do this. Now hiring. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do this. See that? We got the white cough. Wait, put yours, Josh. Should I do this? See, there's the Josh billboard. See, I put that billboard there. See, that's for you, Josh. That's for you, Wyckoff. And where I go. How you doing? Afternoon, too. Afternoon. Yeah. See, did that for you. I should have done that when I was in downtown or uptown downtown. Downtown might be my next trip. I don't know. But yeah, that's for you, Josh. That's for you, Wyckoff. I'm trying to pass out as many of these as can be, as possible. So, let's see. Number two. Oh, the number twos, yeah. Okay. You talk about the impossible witch. Impossible chicken. Impossible beef. Impossible lobster. Yeah, that's something else. All right, that's the exit. I'll go over this way. Yeah, this is a small ass truck stop. There's hardly any. Okay, well, there's some, but it's yeah. Yeah. So no, I do. Yeah. Oops. I'm trying to pass this around wherever I can go. Yeah, obviously, this is the Wyckoff. It's a Wyckoff one, and then I got one for you, Josh. In fact, I purposely mailed you a couple. One for you, one for Birdie on the Wyckoff postcards. So I don't know, you know. Then I mailed out to Wyckoff a couple of your cards for both him and Nikki. So you kind of have each other's postcards in that regard. It's like, yeah, not a whole lot going on her. Yeah. Yeah, this is a small stop. This is a small stop, man. Hold on. I'll check the back on the chat as soon as I clear the way. Yeah, there's some parking. All right, so there's no, these bobtail. That's bobtail too. So these bobtails park in the full spots, which is a T. All right, that one's open. Yeah, it's tough to find any kind of parking. So, I don't know if I guide this dude or. Wait, there you go. Yeah, there's one here too. So I guide him. Oops. It looks like you might be leaving. Oh, he is leaving. With 3 feet, no. When you get famous, no, of course not. Say no, right. That's right, say no. That's right, say no. Don't forget about you guys. With my audio, mechanic Eric, I'm not using any. Well, first off, I'm at a truck stop, so you hear a lot of buzzing. I'm not using no audio equipment. So this is straight up out of my phone because Golden Chariot rewatched election day coverage when I used StreamYard 1080p. He said something with the audio, so my audio's like, it sounds like that. So this is the audio straight from my phone. If the audio blows, man, well, I'll just, yeah, because this is like the first. Welcome on in, Mechanic Eric, by the way. This is the first one I'm not using audio equipment, no earbuds, no ear, whatever. This is just straight up on my phone because I want to I'll re-watch this, re-listen to it, and then see how the audio is. But if the audio sucks, man, then because I did that microphone, the same one Wyckoff uses, the microphone from Best. No, it's not from Best Buy. It's somewhere else. Not covering a mic port. No. The mic port. No, the mic port is not covered. Mic port, no. No, mic port is not being covered. Mic port is not covered. So it was great seeing you again at Branson. I left after the convoy, and supposedly there's another convoy, but it's down in Florida on December 3rd. I think that's a little too soon. Not a lot of advance notice to do anything about it, fortunately. So I don't know if I'll be making it. I got paid for the U-Haul, pay for Branson, pay for last time I was in Florida. But anywho, great seeing you as always. And oh yeah, one thing though, Eric, is that I did call up Wiggy, and I did his call-in show, and I called him out, and he goes, "Well, isn't there like Mechanic Eric who could do all that too? I mean, who else had it covered?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but it ain't the same without you." And he goes, goes, yeah, he didn't want to make the long drive, although Chariot's around his neck of the woods, Maryland. So he had no problem making it out. So I don't know what gives. All right, let's is pricey on Amazon. Yeah, it is. At least I could hear you. All right, thanks, Sino. Mike Port is not covered. Mike Port is not covered. I think it's because I'm outside. I mean, if I'm going to do the clip mic or whatever, I think that might be for indoor one-on-one interviews, or if I'm doing an interview and I got to, the other person needs to be clipped. And yeah, not that kind of clip, but like microphone clipped. So yeah, this is the exit way. So yeah, not a whole hell of a lot here at the interchange as there are with many um, truck stop interchanges. So yeah, but Mechanic Eric, he did the auction, which I thought would take place during the Hootenanny because you had the crowd. And yeah, I might as well talk to you about this now since I got you online. Mona went over with me. I tried. Well, she tried to convince me to try to get X-Ray subscribers on his live to jump on board, and then I don't know. And then he mentioned something about getting burned with TPC or whatever. So he was shading on that. And so he's like, nah, whatever. So you guys pretty much had to do a straight up online auction. I thought it was going to be during the Hootenanny where you had the online auction versus the people in the crowd. So that never happened. I don't know if the potato sack race ever happened or what have you. It's shit that was supposed to happen that never did, but oops. Oh, Bob's gonna look at this. Oops. What is that? Okay. Oops. No, Bob's park, and then what is this? Why U-Haul and not your delivery? Yeah. Oh, my delivery truck. Right. Pops and crackle was in your sound. They cleared your voice varies. Oh, Josh is asking why'd I go with the U-Haul? That's my billboard. If I'm gonna call myself after this, I have to advertise. That to me, using the truck, the 15-footer, by the way, that was my billboard truck. You see those trucks that is nothing but the billboard? That's what I did in Branson. So obviously I go by this name, so I have to kind of back it up or go by it. So not everything about this channel is like not U-Haul related. Anytime I can, I'll advertise. I'll do the pickup truck. I'll do the dry cleaner van. Let's just show this again. So, and I know it seems kind of weird that I would name myself this and really not do all that much of anything as far as the moving box storage, anything like that. I mean, it's like calling myself after a cookie. Not to throw it to anyone, but it's just no. I'm not going to name myself after some Nabisco product and never advertise or do anything on it. It's just Mechanic Eric is a mechanic, so he calls himself that. And Freedom Joffrey is about freedom. So at least, and Polish Agnes is Polish. So, but to call myself a cookie, no. It's like you kind of have to live by the brand name or something. So I'm glad I did it. You say it's one of my first times of actually renting a U-Haul truck. So, all right. And it was only a matter of time. I'll walk back. It was only a matter of time before I was actually going to instead of Enterprise or whatever, it's like that was my rent a car. That was my rent a car, not the pickup truck, but the U-Haul truck. I said, well, and I know it already comes into question. Well, why am I calling myself this? What do I have to do with the actual Phoenix Corporation? Well, there you go. So I'm glad I did. I'll probably wind up renting more cars in the future, what have you. And I like sleeping in it. It was comfortable. They had the middle seat there so it felt like a third row seat of a minivan in the front, because it technically is a 3-person one row. It's a 3-person 3-seater for just that one row. The auction was very last minute. Yeah, and if you think of it, bad planning. Eat a cookie during your stream. I'm just reading about it. Yeah. No, so no. The thing about it is that, well, in fact, even Eric posted it, and I'm not. I mean, no need to bring this up or what have, but it was just a little bit of the fallout or just some 9 minute rant that he did, and really unnecessarily and needless. So he did it anyway, and it's just but yeah, I don't call myself after a cookie. I guess I could eat the cookie. I guess if I were to call myself after that, I would just eat one every live stream, and then just be like, yeah, boom, this is why I call myself this. So yeah. Um, no, back to the auction though. Is that yeah? I'm glad you guys made it work out. That's good. And with all the money that's raised, because Mona, I'm not going to say the number on it, but she told me that I guess the money needed to be raised in order to afford everything. And so, one is that I'm thankful. Two is that, I'm really glad that you and Agnes coordinated to raise as much as you did. So that was good on you two. Um, although no cooking show last night from her, but that's okay. I'm not, I'm not a programming producer, so it's just felt a little off. But anywho, um, yeah, I think there was footage there in a helicopter. I think that was Jesse in a drone. I have to rewatch that. I'd be like, ooh, that. See, and this is what I called out Wiggy for, and I purposely call him that for a reason, Wiggy. So I called him out and I said, "Were you expected to show up? Did you say you were going to go or whatever?" And I did this on this call-in show because, by the way, his little Skype thing or the thing where you could call in when you could kind of like look at me as I call in, it didn't work, and I called him on that too. I said, "Have you thought about streaming?" He's like, "Yeah, I got something a little better." Eh? So I decided for just calling in instead. So, but I did that one for you, Eric. The whole part about leaving it all up to you to just be Mr. Multimedia. And well, that and Jesse and Jesse's dad, he coordinated that too. Oh, excuse me. So let's see what you guys have to say. Use your moving trucks when they need a rental. Yeah, exactly there, Josh. Yeah. Uh, yeah, those are good folks. Those are good folks. But to give you an idea, the amount of money, and this isn't for Mona talking. I mean, she lives within her means and she's very frugal, and there's reasons for that. The amount of money that just went through hosting the event, as far as the base camp, as far as the Porto Johns, as far as the fuel. Reasons why I donated to 1776 was for the convoy. I never made it out to TPC, but I did make it out once for 1776. Their first convoy that was Berkeley. So that was just to pay for everyone just to Bunker Hill to Berkeley Springs. Not exactly close, but oops. All right, this truck's looking to pass. Looking to pass. That's a Volvo. That's a Volvo. All right, but yeah. So I mean, if I ever make my way back to Wisco, talking to you, Eric, I guess you and I could hang out at Wisconsin Dells. We could hang out at like Noah's Ark and do the inner tubes. In a non-homoerotic way, of course. We could do the straight up plutonic. Won't feel too homosexual, but we could do the inner tubes at Noah's Ark. And I didn't realize this. You're gonna think I'm ignorant, but that's I didn't realize Wisconsin Dells is the name of the town. I thought it was a theme park. I said, wait a second, this is a water theme park. I said, Wisconsin Dells is a town. I said, holy, holy. So, uh, yeah, I know you don't. That's kind of a bit of a ways off from where I guess you live, but still, that's not to say that we're still going to hang out. Like that's a piss joke. Yeah, no, that was graphic. Should have shown you that, but yeah. You ever come to truck stops? You ever find the reality of it all? Uh, or no, Key Lime Cove is in Illinois, though. I guess maybe a closer theme park is by Gurney Mills. It's by Six Flags. It's called Key Lime Cove. I guess we could try there. That's indoors. That's the We could try that too. That's Key Lime Cove. I think that's Gurnee. Is it Gurney or Gurnee? I forget how you pronounce it. It's over there by that mall, big ass mall. And I think some people park at the mall, walk across the overpass just to save on parking to Six Flags. I said, "Oh, that's so stupid." But no, I shouldn't say it's stupid. I should say they're frugal. So yeah. But on the convoy, speaking of Wisconsin Dells, I bring that up, Eric. Is that you ever notice as we drove past downtown Branson, and you found like the different theme, the amusement? It reminded me of Wisco Dells, seriously, and that's why I bring it up, doesn't it? I mean, when we passed downtown and we started coming across these theme, not parks, but just these theme venues. You funny. Oh, thank you. So no. What fun is that? Yeah, exactly. And she lives up fixing. Okay, I'm just reading the other comments. Okay, so I guess if I'd have to rewatch the convoy to Branson, but after downtown, you basically hit theme venues. I don't know what you call it. I guess it'd be like the country version of Dave and Buster's. So it's just okay. I better make this one across. This truck's really coming across. Okay, but I have to rewatch the convoy footage. But when you pass downtown, and I got to give Cherry a credit for doing the walk and talk or the he did the little merchant Q&A there thing in downtown. So anyway, in Branson, passing downtown, you pass by these theme, and they are themed. They're like Elvis, they're mostly Elvis themed. So these Elvis themed venues, I don't know what you call it. It's the only thing I could think of. But it's like Chuck E. Cheese. It's like the Elvis version of Chuck E. Cheese and Pizza, not Pizza Hut, was Showbiz Pizza. Showbiz Pizza was the precursor to Chuck E. Cheese, if I'm not mistaken. And I didn't realize this. They actually serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese. I said, what? They serve beer? You know, there's a kids menu at Hooters. I said, a kids menu? I said, what, to milk the waitress? You know, hell do I know? But anywho, um, yeah, in Branson, though, it reminded me so much of Wisco Dells. I accidentally almost trucked in Wisco Dells once. I said, no, I got to hop back on the 94, or was it 90, something like that. There's a stretch of Wisco where 90 and 94 are joined together and then they split off. I forget. One goes to like Rochester. No, no, it splits up to like where the Mayo Clinic is, and the other one goes to the Twin Cities. So, um, it's weird. Anytime that the Vikings and Packers play, it's like, why can't they just bus in instead of flying? So, anyway, congratulations to the Pack. They on their win the other night there. So, anywho, just going back to the truck stop where I'm at. I have no idea what this vehicle is. It's not quite the U-Haul, although it kind of looks like an extended version of like the UPS or the. I have no idea what this is. All right, let's see and read. Shakey's. Oh, sorry. Wendy. Hey, 6 mile walk. Kudos, Wendy. Oh my God. Yeah. Wendy, I'm so sorry what happened to your state last night. I was watching election coverage on that or what have you. I was really distraught. I'm like, this can't be happening, man. I thought this is America. Not Wyckoff's America. He's down in Florida where everything's fine and dandy down there. Just like me in Texas. I mean, maybe it's not too late for you to just come over to where I'm at in Texas, but 6 mile walk. That's awesome. But yeah, I know you said something before about efforting about, well, one is delegitimizing 2020 because I knew exactly what was going to be so different about a week long count. You could have a high school or junior high basically tabulate and count the votes in a day. You could hand count them. I mean, that's what they did in Florida, Bush v. Gore. I mean, they didn't have well, no, they had the Chad thing on a 24-hour surveillance footage. Uh, Still not counted. Shaky. Yeah, sorry about that, Santa. Um, Here's the thing, though, I wanted to ask Wendy is that, well, in case you're wondering about how I sound, I don't have any audio equipment, so I'm just talking to the phone. So if you hear a lot of wind, that's why. This is my first time of me not using any kind of ear buds or what have you. So I always wonder about what if you just walk up a ballot. I mean, don't those? I mean, you have this thing called early voting because people were afraid of kung flu, which is where the drop box is. What if you? But here's the thing, though. It's like, what if you were to just walk up um, a mail-in ballot? Get it? You do a mail ballot, but you walk up and you drop it off. First off, where's the timestamp? Secondly, these ballots do not have barcodes to them like laser draft checks. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at a personal check, there's a barcode on the bottom of it, not because of your checking and routing number, which yes, that identifies you as you, but you look at the bottom of a check, it's barcoded. Now, why don't ballots have that? Um, I remember, well, I think in 2016 I early voted in the primary, and so you go to a polling place for that. None of this 2020 mule stuff, that's new to me. This whole Dropbox thing, that's new to me. And I thought there was a story about ballots being burned in California. Wouldn't surprise me that they were taken from Zona and then taken cross state into Cali to have it burned. I forget specifically, but they were discovered. Some burnt ballot in what looked to be USPS bag or something like that. So that's not ballot harvesting. That's ballot burning. So I know that it's a lot like counting cards in Vegas, which is what happened with what's his name, Laxalt in Vegas. Counting cards is illegal, but they still do it. I mean, it's just cheating. You know what happens, but you just turn a blind eye. Some do, some others don't. Let's see what you guys have to say. So I don't understand about, well, what if you have like, if you do a drop off ballot? Now, I'm hoping for, whoops, let me see. Dropped up at people didn't trust. Yeah, it's deja vu. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Uh, close. That's right. A machine's not being able to read ballots. Well, that didn't happen in the primary, though. So you're saying more people voted? Yeah. Well, votes not counted. Deja vu. Yeah, it is. Well, it's not deja vu, Wendy. It's copy and paste. Deja vu would be like running into the same deer back to back nights, but that dropped up people didn't trust. Yeah. You told me about that. Yeah. 2 8 half-hour waits. And I don't know how they would regulate whether or not you made it in line in time. Because you get to the polling place, but just because you're not through the doors at 7 doesn't mean that your vote didn't count. You made it in line before 7. So I don't know if they had anyone there to regulate the people. If there was a cutoff point to where the line ended at 7, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, just because you're not in the building by then doesn't mean that you didn't get in line in time. So, um, uh, the machines, as far as that one, I mean, why not just go back to paper ballots? I think I did that before. As far as the ink and toner that was fixed, I mean, they'll just find different excuses this time around. So, with Lake, a couple of things that I thought about. One is that she should sue Hobbit, one for not recusing herself, because how the hell? I said this at the beginning as I walked the bridge. I said, "How the hell are you Secretary of State and run for governor?" I mean, it's just, I mean, that's like having Jeffrey Dahmer as your chef and be like, no, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. So, which is what I said happened to Brian Kemp back in 18, and he won his state back-to-back election. So he's in it. Yeah. The other part is that I think Lake can sue Maricopa County for the irregularities, because the other thing is that I think she could also, this is option 3, she could just do a lawsuit for a recount. So whether or not she actually clearly, I mean, she did win. She's a hell of a candidate. She reminds me of like the West Coast female version of DeSantis. She's a smooth operator. She's young, just like DeSantis. Got a life left in her. She's not these crusty old white guys that you find like I guess you'd find in the Northeast. But let's see what you have to say. A recall, yeah. I mean, campaigns to start soon at 9 p.m. Right? Oh, jeez. Recall. Yeah, there ought to be. I thought Wisconsin, speaking of mechanic, Eric, I thought they delegitimized the electors already. That was Wisconsin. So Wisconsin re-voted. Well, first off, a couple of things about Wisco and the election results. Because a week ago, I know they re-elected a Democrat governor. So that's it for what's his name, Scott Walker. I don't know if he was running or not, but I know he tried out for president. He fell flat on his face for it. So, but they re-elected Ron Johnson, the only one of two senators to meet with TPC. If I'm not mistaken, it was like during some board meeting, and there were some live feeds that were barely on, and there was barely any coverage of it. I don't know if you guys remember that. This was back, well, it coincided with Ukraine, but this is back when TPC met up with both Lion Ted, with one of my two senators, who, by the way, his election cycle is due up in 24. So we'll see whether or not he'll run for president again, like he fell flat on his face in 16, or rerun for Senate, because you can't run for two cycles and you can't run for two things in the same cycle. So it's just no. So Truckgate. Let's see what you guys have to say. Spider. Blake was in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, that's right there, Wendy. That's right. All right. I'm sorry. It's like it's a spider web. How am I doing? All right. So I'm just checking my battery. Okay. So, yeah, but that's weird that Wisconsin can vote for a Democrat governor and then a Republican senator. So I don't know. I mean, if the race for Blake Masters was called, why wasn't Lake's results called too? I mean, I don't understand it. The same thing with Georgia. I said, wait a second. I said, Kemp. I mean, did they not vote in the same ballot or something? So, and the thing that really sucks is that, do you see anyone campaigning for Walker? I don't. I said, is he left out in the dust, left on his own? I said, this is for the balance of the Senate because, well, and one thing though about Nevada, speaking of gambling, is that the candidate in there, his grandpa. Check this out. The guy running in, well, first off, the Las Vegas shooting sheriff was elected governor. You remember that back in 17, October of 17, the country music festival shooting. That sheriff was voted governor. All right, he won it. Well, okay, but the senator, his grandpa beat Harry Reid in 1974. So this is like a crime family. It says Truckgate. So does us, yeah. Run for governor. Yeah, exactly. If they cheat, yeah. Um, yeah, so this is a Truckgate. I don't know if you can read that or not. It says Truckgate. Yeah. Let's see what other signs I could. Oops. Natural gas pipeline. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. I'll show you this one too. I'll show you this. This is just happens when you go to a big box uh, warehouse. Or Amazon calls it fulfillment center, or as I like to call it, modern day sweatshop. All right. Yeah. Because if you buy clothes off Amazon, what makes you think that they're clean? You better wash it before you try it on. I thought they used trash bins as porto johns there in the fulfillment centers, the warehouses. So, yeah. Oops. Oh, a good thing here. I don't know if you can see that sign or not. No truck turnaround. No truck turnaround. Yeah. A re-election? Yeah, I like that idea. Um, or at least a recount. Redo, yeah, redo would be good because of all the irregularities. It's like, well, how can you really even count it if a lot of these fuck ups, excuse my French, a lot of these fuck ups took place and no one really, people are just, you want to talk about this in franchise, man. I mean, 2020 bills, and yeah, it all comes back to the machines, though. So if you would have just done paper ballots, different story. All right, but when the ink have come about, you know, it's just because my thing is that this is just going to just deter people to want to come election day off. and then just early vote where they can cheat it out that way. Because that way it's just going to encourage everyone. Well, it's just going to encourage more and more people to either early vote, which, by the way, how do you know? And again, I said this before, that whole Agnes series about can we trust the post office? I mean, wasn't that already that one postal worker from New York State into Pennsylvania? I mean, that already answers the question. One, and the second is that where, unless you're mailing it, you have priority mail. Where is the proof that your mail-in ballot even made it? Now, if you do early voting, different story on a point. These drop boxes is all right. I'm very iffy on that. Well, if at all. Easy 6 mile. Okay, cool. You're working on yourself. So, yeah, 10,000 steps. So you actually did like 15. Yeah. Let's see what time is it now. So we're an hour into the feed. All right. So I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give it another 15 minutes here. Your mic just went bad. I don't have a mic. I'm actually talking into the phone. So if my mic went bad, then this sucks. I guess it doesn't matter what I use. So I'm gonna rewatch this just to hear my audio. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come on with you too, was just to test how my audio was using no audio equipment. Audio equipment's the phone. So Jetstream Casino. All right. Yeah. So yeah, no symmetric parking. Yeah, I'm just wondering is that if the Senate race was called and not the governor race, I said that people vote. I mean, that's kind of weird. It's like, how was one race? I mean, I know some states might ban straight ticket voting, but how was one race called, not the other? I said that about Georgia. Said that about, well, yeah, Nevada. Yeah. So again, the candidate there in Nevada, his grandpa beat Harry Reid in 1974. Harry Reid retried for the Senate, won in 96. And I mean, it's weird. It's just, well, here's the other thing too, is that I think, now she might be out of politics already. It's a whole part about the Friends and Family program of where you find like one family basically running a whole state. I guess you there, Erica, if you recognize the name Madigan, I mean, that basically defines a state south of you. So, yeah, that's a crime family right there. Okay, shutdowns. On status, okay. Now I'm just reading your comment there. Am I working on my steps? Yes. Even if I don't accomplish the 10,000 steps, well, at least 1,000. I mean, I think 10,000 is 4.5 miles. I think I might have just did one now, but try anyway. So, yeah, working on my steps, enjoying the beautiful weather, beautiful sun. A little bit on the chilly side, but that's okay. It's a result of global warming. I hope my mic. I don't know if you hear me talking to you or not. Oops. Let's see. Mic check. Uh-oh. What if I do a comment? Oops. Hold on. We'll do a mic check. Oops. Sorry, I just got to check that in. Just start. All right, mic check to see whether or not you guys can hear me or not. But if not, then this ain't good. This ain't good if that be the case. Oh crap! Yeah, mic check because you can't see me talking. It's like, how do I know? How do you guys know that I'm talking? All right, so it's just all right. Yeah. Yeah. Mic check. If you guys can't hear me, then that's not good. Means I can't even pull this off on the stream. Jeez. All right. Oops. Mic check. Check, check. Mic check. Anyone? Do I have to end the stream earlier than I plan on? Oof. 11. Holy smokes. Wow. I can hear. It's going to be a cold winter. I think so. That's a result of global warming. And yeah, and that just means that we all have to be on board with the Build Back Better Green Deal. So I know I can hear. All right, cool. So I'll be with you on for another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes. So my delivery's just right down here. Actually, it's right across the street. Right across the street. So hopefully this is a drop and hook, but if not, then I have no idea what's going on. Truck parking. Oh, they got truck parking here. 70s. Yeah, it's how it is out here. Well, no. I take that back. January, February is pretty cold, and then it gets better. You see that truck parking? Truck parking. It's got a big ass sign. Big ass sign. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, that's a bright sun. Big bright sun. Express. I guess this is what used to be a light post or light pole. I guess. Where am I at? I'm actually south of OKC. There, Wendy. Is that I'm actually south of I guess where the university is. So I'm probably a half hour drive south of OKC. So that is where I am at. So I can't tell whether or not my delivery is colder than last. Yeah. Yeah, that is chilly. I guess that would be chilly. I'll take it. I'll take it. So this is actually where I'm at specifically, I guess to give you an idea there, Arizona Wendy's at. This is like a casino, I guess truck parking accommodation. Um the send pillow now. I got address to send pillow now. Okay, all right, let me type that in. Hopefully that goes through. Goes down to upper 30s at night. Ooh. All right, cool. That's my email. That's my email. Yeah. Rumble live stream. So stream casino express. I don't know what the express is. Huh. Let's see what time we got here. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature because in the truck, even like this, even in the truck, it feels warm. Um, yeah, that is my email address. So, ooh, Black Friday sale. Cool, cool. So I think I'm not sure if this is still. It wouldn't surprise me if this is still the reservation. And what is that? I guess, and I am fortunate. I am thankful that there is truck parking here. So I'm glad about that. I'm glad. There's a couple of spots left. So 5 people watching. 5 people. Whoops. I wonder if this dude's going to try to back it up. He's going to go forward and try to back up the. Where's he going? Oh, no. Oh, he's going the other way. Okay. There goes Imagine. There goes a mansion. Yeah. Uh, well, not a whole hell of a lot out here. I did go to across the highway over at the Loves Travel Center. Not a whole hell of a lot going on over there. Um, yeah, was leaving dialysis. Okay, glad to have you back, Joshua. Wendy's in the chat. I'll probably be on for another 10 minutes. Just to but I am thankful for you guys hopping on here. Just I know I think this is oh no, I was on a couple days back, but because I did do the live feed from Uptown, so I don't know when I'll be back on again. I obviously tonight a little programming note. Both Wyckoff and Freedom Joffrey are going to be on most likely at the same time for the launch. Not the Margo. I mean, you would have thought Joffrey would have been at the Margo Largo. That way, they would have been broadcasting two different things, and each of them wouldn't have been worried about stuff. Okay, that's just my thing. That's just my opinion. But anywho, yeah, because I thought that's what Joffrey was gonna go to Margo Largo Bob, but that's okay. See the announcement. Um, RSBN will have it. I think. What's that? Ah, no, you can probably find it somewhere on Screw too, but I'm sure Rumble they're gonna have it. Safe travels. Yeah. Why? Thank you. Thank you there, Sino. Thank you. Sent email. Why? Thank you. All right. I'll be checking the email. Rumble live stream. Isn't that funny? Address Rumble live stream. You're like, what is that? You'll be like, yeah. So I'll check the email. I'll check the email in just a second. And yeah, yeah. It'd be an early Christmas present. Might as well be, right? So, whoops. Yeah, 6 people. Oh, cool. So, yeah, I don't know. Usually I have something to talk about or to narrate about, but I guess I'm kind of having a writer's block. Um, yeah, I guess I'll just, I guess I'll give it another couple minutes. What time is it? Okay, I'll give it a couple minutes. The rocket type stuff. All right, cool. So I'll use the 2 minutes just for a little programming note. Again, if Joffrey isn't on already, I think he did his shirt. Because before I came on, I was watching him. I think he was leaving Margo Largo, or at least the neighborhood. Wyckoff, I don't know if that UFO, you saw the UFO last night, so I don't know if he's been on today at all. But what time is the announcement? Isn't it 9 o'clock Eastern Standard? I think. So, um, anyway, I can't see because I'm on Google Chrome, so I'm not going to jump over to ScrewTube right now to check. I could, but I'm going to see about. I got to head over to my delivery. I got to see what's going on her. But anyway, I know that. Well, what time was the rocket launch? I have no clue on that either. So, I'll be watching. I'll be flipping back and forth between Wyckoff's Merca, and I'm glad that the boots fit. Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't sure whether or not they was going to, but they did. So they were on at the same time. Yeah. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and until next time. And I'll be on. I don't know if I'll schedule. Usually when I'm on, I'm on. So have